So in this video I'm going to be going over things that I like and very much appreciate, like grenades for instance. I'm super happy they got those right. But anyways, once we get past the good stuff, I will be giving critiques. I'll be going deep and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So prepare yourself, but don't think that I think the game is trash. Because the game is actually dope. But regardless, let's get started. Getting into the map is epic. Bunch of operators dropping in on a little bird gets me pumped up. The ability to not only open doors, but to be able to peel them open is awesome. Fantastic new aspect to the game. But as you can see, the suppressed MP7 is not the best. But later on I was able to set it up just right. Attachments are super important, and the way that it was implemented into the game is awesome. And the detail is out of this world in this game. Something that truly caught my eye was the Molotov. There is no motion capture or 3D scan that can make this look the way it did, so bravo. Those flames are dope. The progression and visibility of the blue-purple flame coming through the way it did caught me off guard. I couldn't help but take a second glance. As far as function goes, I like the simplistic R2 method of the C4. It just feels good. Now, moving on to something small but super important. The feeling you get when you get the kill in the game. The magic and voodoo that is what makes the kill feel good. This is something a lot of people don't talk about. Not because they don't think about it, but because they can't quite put their finger on it. It is a collective of things that makes the interaction between other players in that split second feel amazing or invigorating or motivating, and figuring that out can feel like an awkward guessing game or pseudoscience or whatever. But me and a friend of mine, Jeff Smith, were talking about this, and we're able to kind of pinpoint what felt good about the previous Modern Warfares, and I was able to compare that to what I played in LA, and this is what I have to say about it. Now keep in mind, I love the new things added to the game that separates it as the future of Call of Duty. And the devs talked about this at the event I went to, about how much to bring back, how much to just replace or make new. But this small but important aspect, I feel, was perfected, if not close to perfected, at one time already. And they haven't quite got it in this game, in my opinion, based on what I played. So I would like to give some suggestions. Now, when I get this kill, I want you to focus on the audio. Focus on the sounds. The hit markers are louder, more thuddy, and less raspy than the older Modern Warfares, which I honestly am fine with. And then when you finally get the kill, there's a subtle and little jingle-jangle sound effect. A small yellow 100 pops up in what looks like a bold Arial black or impact font. But now I want to compare this to something that touches our minds in the same spot even a decade later.
We're taking the lead! Barrier standing by.
The yellow 100, first of all, feels way more in your face. Maybe it's the size or the font, I don't know. Me and others who played in LA kind of agreed the yellow 100, the new Modern Warfare, feels almost too subtle. Then the sound that happens after you get a kill is not a jingle jangle that reminds me of dangling car keys. It's a suspenseful thud.
We're taking the lead!
Like a suspense sting or soundbite. And when you got a long shot or a headshot, the way it told you was subtle, but at the same time made itself big and made you aware of it, with these contrasting colors and a different yet distinct thud sound that would go on top of what you already hear when you get a kill. And then the in-your-face approach to letting you know you got a kill streak, with the glowing letters and the sound effects of said kill streak. It doesn't matter what Call of Duty I'm playing. If it informs me of my kill streak this way, it pumps me up. And I understand this new game is supposed to be more realistic, But if a feature like letting you know you got a kill streak, or getting an audio notification that you got a kill is already unrealistic, then why make it more subtle? That particular thing is not there to be realistic, it's there because it's fun, so don't worry about making it subtle. Now, I don't mind the way the notifications look in this game for kill streaks, but it was so subtle, I found myself not realizing that I had kill streaks. Like, it might as well not have even been there. Now, another aspect me and Jeff talked about was the Hollywood effect. Again, this is supposed to be realistic, I know. But seeing sparks appear when your bullets make contact with something harder than fibers of wood, whether it be impacting grains of sand or stone or metal, brick, it looked amazing. And it made you feel happy. It made you feel like you had this awesome power in your hands, even when you weren't shooting other players. It was flashy and badass. I don't give a rat's ass that it's not realistic. There's more than enough realism in this game to go around. It made moments feel so intense and awesome, along with the sound effects of being shot at. Listen to this. That felt immersive. It is not realistic, but it felt immersive, way more than the sounds of bullets whizzing by me in the new game. I definitely do like the aspect of hearing the cracking of a bullet passing by, and the more realistic sound effects for sure. I appreciate those. They made my jaw drop. But I feel the game still needs that extra flavor. At one point I did see sparks flying, and I heard bullets whizzing and whizzing, and it made me excited. But of course it didn't last long, and I didn't really see it again after that. But yes, more of that. Please. Now, last thing I want to talk about, it just didn't look right to me, is when you get shot up in this game, you get damaged. I like that they brought back the blood droplets, but instead of continuously blurring your vision more progressively with blood droplets the more you get damaged, they just put on a few blood droplets and then they make your screen go gray, but like the blood droplets are still red. Me personally, I didn't really care for the way that looked. It's more intense to me when my screen is just roaring red with glistening, shiny red droplets of blood everywhere. And I know from that if I stub my toe on a damn ladybug, it's over. And it's just more pleasing to the eye seeing it like that, you know, like you get the same message, you know, you get the same, hey, you're dying, hand up in the air message from the game with the red droplets that you would from the gray screen with just a little bit of red droplets. But it's more pleasing to the eye. I don't know how else to put it. I also like more of, like, audio-wise, when you get shot and when you're really damaged and everything starts to go silent, and the only thing you can hear is your person's breathing, and it's like all panicky and sharp breathing. That's intense. That's cool. I didn't get much of that from, you know, paying attention to how I got damaged in the new Modern Warfare. And I'm sorry if this sounds like petty shit, you know. I just think that all these little bitty details do matter, and I wanted to put my opinion out on them. And I don't mean to sound harsh. I've got nothing but love and respect for all the people who put in the hard work to make this game, because it is awesome. But I took notes to give critiques, so here I am. And if I didn't think the game was good enough, or if I didn't think the game was worth it, I wouldn't have made this video in the first place. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. I hope you got some opinions to drop in the comments below. Keep the conversation going. Keep it civil. I know there's going to be a lot of old versus new, I guess. Please be nice. I do have more gameplay I'm going to drop of game modes that I really liked and I had a lot of fun playing. So keep a lookout for those to be posted. And I'll catch you guys next time.